我们主恩堂的各姐妹教会为着今天我们西区主恩堂，上帝给他们那么漂亮的一个堂会，我们为他们献上感谢。
So all the brothers and sisters from different CBC campus, we want to thank God because He gave Living Water Bible Church such a beautiful new building.
我们有很多话要向他们说。
We have a lot of things we want to say to them.
但是我们想把我们的话呢浓缩成一句圣经的话。
But we will condense it to one sentence from the Bible.
我们就把这句话就放在这个的简单的一个牌子的上面。
And we put that verse on this plaque.
腓立比书第1章第4节到第5节。
So Philippians chapter 1 verse 4 to 5.
每逢为你们众人祈求的时候，
In all my prayers for all of you,
常是欢欢喜喜的祈求，因为从头一天直到如今，你们是同心合一的兴旺福音。
I always pray with joy because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now.
西区主恩堂新堂落成，献堂感恩致敬。
In thanksgiving and dedication of the new building for Living Water Bible Church.
然后是圣地亚哥主恩堂所属各堂会敬贺。
Chinese Bible Church of San Diego.
今天是2015年12月5号
December the 5th, 2015.
我们要请洪正弟兄，我们的领导团队的代表来接受这个圣经的话语。感谢神给我能够参与西区主恩堂的属灵的建造工作。
So I want to thank Lord to give this opportunity to partner with Living Water Bible Church in this building, new building project.
刚才谭牧师说他只有7分钟，但好像不止。
So Pastor Tom said that he had only 7 minutes, but I think he ran over time.
因为他们说给我10分钟，所以我在比例上呢可以根据谭牧师的程度来去做事情。
So they gave me 10 minutes, and according to that, I think I can proportionally extend my time.
No, 因为后面有很可口的点心等着我们。
Because there's many very good food after this, so I will not actually run over time.
刚才我们讲的是很多硬件的问题。
There's a lot of things we just talked about the hardware.
这个是我们这个堂会只是硬件。
So this building is just a material.
那我讲讲今天这个时间来讲讲属灵的那个软件的问题。
So I want to talk about the software or the spiritual part.
那为什么我们要设一个教会在这里？
So why we want to establish a church here?
我们想在这个地方要见证神自己。
So what we are going to do?
我们知道说，在旧约的时候，在会幕在圣殿里面有一个金灯台。
So we know that in the old time, within the tabernacle, there is a gold lamp.
那么后来到新约的时候呢，我们知道是说，这个金灯台呢是预表基督，也预表基督的教会。传启示录里面说的。
And later we know that this gold lamp is representing Jesus, just like in Revelation.
也是预表教会。
And also it represents the church.
金灯台就是教会。
So gold lamp is the church.
教会就是金灯台。
Church is the gold lamp.
那么看见这个金灯台的时候呢，我们想到什么？
So what do you think about when you see or look at the
我们
gold
首
lamp?
先要见证神的怜悯，他的 mercy。
The first one we want to witness is His mercy.
我们很奇怪，为什么那些以色列人离开埃及的时候有那么多金啊，可以用来打造一个的金灯台？金从哪里来啊？
So have you ever wondered why the Israel people had so many gold when they left Egypt?
因为他是难民啊，他们是奴隶啊。
Because they're slaves, they're refugees. Where do they get so many gold?
金从哪里来的？
Where does it come from?
老师，我们读圣经就知道说是埃及人给他的。
If you read the Bible and then you know these are given from the Egyptians.
读清楚一点是，他们要向埃及人拿的。
If you really read it carefully, it's actually they get it from the Egyptians.
他怎么能够拿人家的金呢？
How can they take gold from other people?
因为这些金本来是他们，因为他们免费，他们打工那么多年，他没有工价。
Because they were slaves for so many years for free, so there were no no wages.
上帝是公平的，
But God is fair.
所以上帝说你向他们拿金是对的。
So God told them that it's right for you to take gold from them.
所以上帝把金给他们，以致他们可以奉献给上帝来造个金灯台。
So that they can take the gold, so they can build a gold lamp for God.
我们今天这个堂
So the church building today
是弟兄姐妹一分一毫尽心竭力的奉献的一个结果。
it is a result of the offering from all the brothers and sisters.
但是钱从哪里来？
But where does the money come
这是
from?
不是我们的钱？
This is not our
是
money.
上帝给我们的钱。
This is the money that God given us.
经过我们又奉献给他，
And then through us, it's offering back to Him.
那么就能这样，上帝不如你自己去做吧。
And then it's, why He wants to do this, you just go ahead and do it yourself.
从天掉下来，然后我们又靠上去，
So that it's dropped from the heaven and then we give it back.
这是神的逻辑。
But this is God's logic.
神要与你同工，
Because He wants to work with you.
他把金给你，但是要我们把金奉献，
He gave you the gold, but He also asks you to offering it back.
要你在有生之年呢，
So that you can, during your
你
life,
能够在神荣耀的计划里面有一个份儿。
so you can be part of His eternal.
上帝真的可以把圣殿从天掉下来的，真的可以的。
If He wants, He can just drop a temple from above.
但是神邀请你与他同工，
But He invited you to work with Him.
不单只是你的钱，
Not only with your money,
也是你的命运。
but also your life.
罗马书12章第1节，
In Romans 12:1.
把身体献上当作活祭。
So that you offer yourself as living
但
sacrifice.
是这个命也是上帝给你的，
But this life is also
因为你
from
们都
Him,
是重价买回来的。
because you are redeemed by a heavy price.
然后把这个命再奉献给上帝，
Then you need to offer it back to God.
这个是见证神的怜悯在我们身上。
So this is to witness or to testify God's mercy
我
on
们
our
把这
life.
个命，把我们的资源归还给他，
How we could offer it back, the resource and a life back to God.
使到你在生命当中有生之年与上帝的荣耀有份。
So that you can be part of His glory during your life on the earth.
第二，
Second,
这个金子是非常的珍贵的，
gold is a noble metal.
不是铁灯台的，不是铜灯台，各位，
It's not like a bronze lamp or an iron lamp.
是金灯台，
It is a gold lamp.
是金子 pure gold，
It is pure gold,
很纯净、很纯正的。
very pure.
这个见证什么呢？这说明什么呢？
So what does that mean?
证明说明说神是尊贵的，
It represents that God is very precious.
我们见证神的尊贵，
So that we are witness of this.
我们见证神配得我们将最好的给他。
Because He deserves everything from us.
因此他们献祭的时候，
So that when they offer the sacrifice,
那是一只羊快死了，赶紧奉献，不然死掉又不能奉献，你不能这样做的。
so if you see a lamb that's going to die and then you want to offer it because otherwise it will die, you cannot do this.
神要的是无瑕疵的1岁的公羊。
He is asking for an impeccable lamb 1 year old.
因为他配得我们将最好的给他。
Because He deserves the best from us.
主耶稣为什么是30岁到33岁来服侍呢？
Why Jesus served between 30 and
当
33?
然你也说是因为是人生最强壮的时候嘛，
Because this is the strongest period of
最强壮，strongest yes。但是同时也是人的生命当中最珍贵的、最旺盛的时候。
and it is also the most precious time during one's life.
他配得我们将最好的给他。
So He deserves us to offer Him the best from us.
我很诚实的说，
I want to tell you honestly,
这个堂可能不是全世界最漂亮的礼拜堂，
this building is not the most beautiful church building around the world.
但是我相信弟兄姊妹尽有他们的最好奉献给上帝。
But I firmly believe that this is the brothers and sisters, they offer their best.
我有一位好朋友，我说我讲他的名字你们都认识，但是我暂时不讲。
I'm a good friend. If I mention his name, you know him, but I don't want to reveal his name.
他是名人啊，
He's a famous
比较。
civilized celebrity.
他14岁就从银行行长退休 ，President of the Bank。
So he retired at the age of 40 as the president of a bank.
从那时候开始，他就做义工，
After that, he volunteered
做了很多年
for many years
帮助教会，帮助神的国度。
to help church, to help God's kingdom.
那么前几年他就在三藩市 有一个面包店。
And several years ago, he opened a bakery in San Francisco.
他呢，就是因为很多的新移民他们没有工作，就故意做一个生意来请他们来上班。
Because there's many new immigrants, they cannot find a job, so he opened this business so that they can be hired.
他自己呢，送面粉，送面包。
He himself, he delivered the flour and the bread.
整天就开那个店，就是送面包，送面包，送面粉，拿面粉来送面包出去。
So day by day, he just get the flours into the bakery and then deliver the bread.
因为我有一次跟他吃饭的时候说，为什么你比较黑了现在啊？
So there was a time when we had lunch together. I asked him, why you become darker?
但是因为我常常送货，
Because he said, oh, I deliver a lot.
我心里面很受感动。
So I was touched a lot.
你是银行的行长，
You were president of the bank,
现在去送货，
and now you are a delivery
去
person
服侍的是基层人士。
to serve the people who are the
grassroots people.
Okay.
Why? 为什么？
So why you do this?
当然你说，哎，我对他有同情心，
Well, you can say, oh, I have compassion for them.
但是我没有问他，但是我相信他会说，他会告诉我说 ，God deserves our best， 上帝配得我们的最好的给他。
But I didn't ask him. But I think if I did ask him, he will tell me that God deserves the best.
各位亲爱的弟兄姊妹，
So dear brothers and sisters,
我们的主配得你将最好最好的给他，因为他已经把他最好的儿子赐给你。Christmas time.
so our Lord, our God, He deserves the best from us because He gave us His best, His only begotten Son.
第三个，
The third,
见证神什么呢？
what we want to,
这个教会是见证什么呢？
what this church building
刚才我说见证神的怜悯，见证神的尊贵。第三，见证神的神性。
to testify His the nature of God.
因为从圣经从创世纪到启示录，凡是跟神有关系都是经。
If you look at the Bible, anything related to God is related to gold.
所以我太太不太明白为什么我那么喜欢金的颜色。
So my wife sometimes she doesn't quite understand why I like gold so
金
much.
是很好，是属神的颜色啊，这样子。
So I told her that because gold is good, it's related to God.
所以呢，我们一个基督朋友进到这个教会，
So when one of our friends come into this church,
他看到非常的华丽的一个教堂 ，which is good， 很好。
if he see a very good building, well, that's nice.
但是他最重要的是要看神性。
But the most important thing is that he wants to see the divine
这里
nature
拥有神在其中。
because God lives among us.
1984年，
In 1984,
在洛杉矶发生一个很轰动美国、很轰动教会的一个事情。
in Los Angeles, there's a very big event,
一个
big
中国教会
chapel,、
华人教会，
Chinese church.
有一个人在听到的时候，
One person went during the sermon.
然后他就忽然间无缘无故走到台前，
So he came forward to the front
To the
without any particular reason.
有啊，
有
有什么？然后拿起一枪出来，
So he put out the
干
gun,
了，就打死都不是。
and then he shot the pastor dead.
还有一个主席也把那个主席打死了。
And there's another presenter, and he shot him dead too.
当天无缘无故有一个新的 visitor 从那边来到教会，
And then there's a new visitor that day.
是警察。
It's a police officer.
很多弟兄姐妹以为那个是一个 skit， 是一个讲道的一个话剧这样子，以为是这样子。
So many brothers and sisters, they thought this is actually a skit, so they were trying to play.
后来才知道是真的事情。
And later they found that this is true.
后来那个警察就知道不对了，就拿枪出来就把那个人解决掉了。
And then the real police officer, when he realized this is something goes wrong, and then so he pulled out his weapon and then take care of the.
这个人还有500颗子弹。
And then later they found that he has 500 rounds of bullet.
后来就这个事情就很难过了，当然是。
Of course, this is a very sad and tragic thing.
这个31年前的事情。
This is 31 years.
后来发现这个人是有精神病的。
Later they found this person has mental problems.
他觉得教会在害他是怎么样的这样子。
And he had the impression that the church is prosecuting him.
2年前吧，
2 years ago.
我去这个教会讲道，
I went to that church to preach.
那个主席的太太也在。
The wife of one of the person who was killed.
后来他们的牧师就告诉我说，那个牧师告诉我，后来其他的牧师，
The other pastor told me.
他说30年前那个人啊，30年前那个人的儿子，后来做了传道人了。
The son of the murderer, he now become a pastor,
做了宣教士，
a missionary,
然后呢，他要去日本宣教，
and then want to go to Japan to do mission work.
所以我们教会呢支持他，爱他，把他接纳成为我们教会的宣教士。
So that our church, we love him and we accept him. We took him as our member
支持他
to
全家的
support
支持
his
他的
family
宣教
to。go to Japan to do mission work.
What does it mean？这是什么意思？
So what does it mean?
各位，一般人不会做这个事情。
Ordinary people, they will not do
你
it.
杀了我们的牧师，
You killed our
你杀了
pastor.
我们的执事会主席，
You killed our
你使到
president.
我们教会那么的惨。
And then you make our church so
我
miserable.
不追究你都很好。
It is so nice that we didn't pursue prosecution,
他就把他儿子拥抱过来，
but they embraced his son
还差他出去宣讲。
and then sent him to Japan.
各位什么意思？
So, brothers and
这
sisters,
是神性，
this is divine nature.
这个叫 gold 金，
This is gold,
金代表神，
pure gold.
不
What
是
is
人
pure
性，
gold?
是神性。
This is divine nature.
所以我们这个那么好的一个堂，感谢神。
So we want to thank God for such a beautiful building.
但是我们要把人当人进来的时候，我们要让他们看见神性在我们生命当中彰显出来。
But more importantly, we want everyone into this church to see God through us.
最后一个事情，这个灯台不是一块一块这样子，好像 Lego 这样子把它动出来的，是整块打出来的。
So the gold lamp, they are not like Legos or pieces welded together. It's a one piece.
这本来是一块大的金，
So it's a one big piece.
难道是 hammer 一锤打下来的？
And then it's a hammer sculpture to be the gold lamp.
所以呢，刚开始的时候，这个名字教会，但是内容不像教会。
So at the beginning, it bears the name, but it doesn't look like.
所以呢，神容许打击来打造我们。
So God allows the strikings.
用打击。本来要唱首歌给你们听，现在时间不够了。
Pastor Lam prepared a song for you.
你回家再重新来唱。教会唯一的根基的 Church One Foundation 这首诗歌。教会唯一的根基乃主耶稣。一首歌你回去听听。
So go back and take your time and listen to that song, the foundation of the
再
church.
次提醒我们，教会经过异端的中酸，内部的纷争。
It reminds us that going through all these attacks from inside and out,
这个教会学了功课。
this is the lesson the church
这个教会从一
learns.
块不相样的一块金，成为金灯台。
From a gold that doesn't look like the lamp, and finally become the gold lamp.
我有一个朋友，
I have a friend.
平常灵性很好的，
Usually he's pretty spiritual.
但是 yes， 但是呢，要是他要等人的话，他就会很生气。
But if he's waiting for someone, he's very frustrated.
那时候在菲律宾，
It was back in the Philippines at the
他是
time.
美国人，
He's American.
很准时的。
He's very punctual.
菲律宾人呢，菲律宾人的准时跟我们不一样。
So punctual, different standard or concept in Philippines.
所以我们很多时候3点钟美国人3点钟都到了，菲律宾是3点钟才离开家的那种。
So if you say 3 o'clock, and then American they arrive at 3 o'clock. For Philippines, they leave home at 3 o'clock.
这位女士是个神学教授，
So this lady, he's a professor at
她生气的时候还记得她样子，
I still remember when she got mad.
她是蛮大的，she's big，
She's
她的脸也很大，肉也很多。
she has a heavy.
她生气的时候脸都红起来，
Then when he got mad,
那个眼就那么大，
her face turned red and eyes become
那个
bigger.
两面的那个脸皮就好像那个多产的狗一样的摇来摇去。
And then you can think of the bulldog so that you have a picture of. how his face much.
所以呢，他常常生气就很难过。
So it's pretty bad to see.
后来他常常说什么呢？他说一句话，他常常生气完之后，
So after she got mad, she will say something.
他说什么呢 ？Bear with me.
Bear with, 原谅我。
The Lord has not finished His work in me.
在我身上的工还没有做完，
所以你不要那么快 judge 我还没有，上帝的工作还没有完。
So don't judge me too quickly because God's work hasn't done with me.
教会也是一样。
So same things for the church.
神在打造的工作继续的进行。
So His molding work is continuous.
当然最后了，灯台不是用来装饰的。
The last thing is that the gold lamp is not for
灯
decoration.
台是用来见证神的福音。
It is to witness God's blessings.
我刚才讲的也是主恩堂主要的 value， 主要的价值观。
I also shared the main value from the.
我们感谢神，主恩堂有不同的堂会，这个各堂的哈。
We appreciate that we have many different
但是
campuses.
我们同样的 embrace 拥抱这些属灵的原则。
But we also want to embrace the same spiritual principle.
我非常感谢神。
We want to thank Lord.
主恩堂是1987年开始，
So we started the CBC in
那个
1987.
时候我们都不成熟，
We were not mature at the time.
我们的会友不成熟，牧师更不成熟，不成熟。
Neither the brothers and sisters nor the pastors are mature.
我来主恩堂是34岁，
When I came to CBC, I was 34.
所以有人在已经加多少年了啊
I saw people started counting how old I am.
？58，你不要说，你告诉我。
I'll just let you know I'm 58. So don't bother to count.
那感谢神，正如刚才唐牧师所说的，
So I want to thank the Lord, just like Pastor Tang
我
said,
们都是在成长的当中。
we are in the process
The
of growth.
Lord has not finished His work in us。
神在我们身上的工还没有做完。
我们在这当中有主恩堂开始的时候，两位创办的家庭，两对夫妻，
So there's two couples that when we first started CBC
1987年，
with us in
他
1987.
们两对夫妻今天也在我们当中。
And these two couples are with us today. So would you please?
刘师母请你站起来。
So Pastor Liu.
刘牧师现在是北美中华福音神学院的教务主任。
So he's the dean for the
China Evangelical Seminary of America。还有王仲发弟兄、雷雨晴姐妹，他们刚才在的，现在不在。
There's another couple that
这个站起来。那么我要也 recognize 今天主恩堂各堂会的传道人好吗？
I also want to recognize all the pastors from different campuses from
主恩
city.
请你们都站起来好不好？
So would you please stand
主
up
恩堂的牧师
from
主恩堂的
CBC pastor?
我现在也要特别来感激我们在圣地亚哥各华人教会的牧者，我们常常相聚在一起，彼此祷告。
I also want to thank pastor from all Chinese Christian church in San Diego.
请所有的
Gather
圣
together.
地亚哥所有的
Pray.
我们的传道人、我们的牧长们的跟师母，你们都站起来，我们来
Would
谢
you
谢你
please
们。
stand up?
好，我们将一切荣耀归给主。
So we offer all our glories to our Lord.